Welcome to my YouTube channel where we'll be discussing all things life and lifestyle, fashion, faith, travel and self-care, and media. Come with me on this journey. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mojibade Shosanya, aka Mojibade Show, aka the Lady MC, aka God's little girl. Now you must be wondering, only you, how many AKAs? I am AKA anything I choose to be. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please, I am begging, subscribe, like, and share this video when you have watched it because it would definitely bless you. Okay, so today I will be talking to us about breakfast and singleness. The mixture of breakfast. So if you're watching from another part of the world, breakfast in Nigerian climb means that you have been heartbroken. So they serve you breakfast means your heart has been broken. But I'm talking about, my journey, navigating through different series of breakfast, English breakfast, American breakfast, Nigerian breakfast, all sorts of breakfast. Anyways, and I'm talking about how, I'm sure a couple of people that are watching this video might have seen the Joy Beauty soap video where I talked about how, I had a guest, an older woman who's, older, and I was talking about how, I can't be single and happy and I can't be single and complete. I'm talking about that as well. But just, highlighting different parts of the conversation and restating my point with all the confidence that I have. So there are different types of breakfast that I have chopped in this Lagos and across different borders. I've had like some of the worst experiences, but I'm stronger for it and I'm thankful for it. I will highlight the last major breakfast that I say that I'm happy about that breakfast. Okay, let me use the right word, or not the right word, the generally acceptable word, that heartbreak, because it really helped me to be stronger. It helped me to also be reminded of who I am in Christ. And so I'm going to share that story. But just a random experience, I don't know, for some weird reason just came to my mind now is, so when I was in banking, there was this guy that I was talking to. We were dating. We had passed our situationship into relationship. We were dating, and then it was his birthday. And I was going to surprise him. So I had called to say that I had cramps, I had menstrual pain, and I couldn't leave work. I actually had a training. And I was actually not feeling well, but I just called him to sound so sick so that, he wouldn't expect me, so that I can now surprise my baby, But guess who was surprised? The surprisee became the surpriser. Anyway, so I organized with his colleagues, because he also was a banker. I organized with his colleagues, and then I went with them to his house. So we took an Uber, or I think someone drove. So I stopped by Sura shopping complex, ordered a platter, these small chops, ordered cake, drinks, wine. In fact, I was having a party. It was almost like a full-blown party for people. And I'd asked him if he was doing anything. And my boyfriend said he was not doing anything, that I was just going to be home, nothing at all. But I went with his colleagues also, who, they were not going to surprise him, but I just joined to be the surpriser. So I picked up the tray of small chops. I had champagne with me. I also had cake, right? So we got there. In fact, when we got to his house, I called him again to ask how his day was going, just because I'm an actor. I just called to say, how's your day going? And I can surprise. I'm a very good surpriser. It's just that sometimes I get surprised myself. And, so his colleagues went up. I went right behind them. And I got there like surprised. He was actually so happy. Oh, well, maybe he pretended to be happy, because I can't really explain what happened afterwards. So as we opened the door, he was like, oh my God, you, all that surprise moment. Like, he was truly surprised. But I think that surprise was layered because there were other things that were causing the surprise. So I opened the door, and the first thing that hit me was smell of nice jollof rice. I was like, what's happening here? I'm laughing about it because it's actually so funny. I was like, what's really happening here? Like, I'm smelling nice food and all. So I go in, I sit down. His friend, another guy, was there. That one was a little uncomfortable. I was like, but I was young. I couldn't really tell what the issue was. But I didn't even overthink it because I loved my boyfriend. I trusted him. I'd come there to surprise my baby on his birthday. And then He then says, I saw that he was a little restless. I mean, maybe I didn't see it, but in hindsight, I'm like, this guy was a little restless. So his friend got up, went in, there was just movement. And then I see a lot of eye contact going on, but I still did not read the room. I don't know whether I should have worn my glasses so that I would have read the room. So he then holds my hand and says, he wants me to meet someone. I was like, oh, okay. Me, happy-go-lucky. I got up happily, like, he wants to introduce his babe to someone. I didn't even know who the someone was. So we opened, the kitchen door open. I mean, at this point, I was consumed with the smell of everything. There was fried chicken. I was smelling all. I was like, but you see, you're not doing anything. Me, I thought that all I brought was all that he would have. But clearly, we were having a party. So he opens the kitchen door and I see this lady who's cooking. I mean, she's really relaxed. She's like, it's like her kitchen. When you're in your kitchen, the way you be comfortable. So she's relaxed and you don't see my stature. I'm not big like that. But when we opened the kitchen door, this woman, she have come. I was like, but I still was not getting it. I don't know. I was really slow. Gosh, Pentium, maybe Pentium 2020, 2020. We opened the door and then he was like, I can't remember her name, or even if I remember, I won't call it. He was like, this person meet that person meet this person. And me, of course, at that point, I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, why is she cooking? Why did you have to take me from the living room to go and meet her? Because me, that I left my training. I had training. My bank, I'm so sorry. My bank had paid for a training. I snuck out of the training to come and surprise my baby. So I was like, why did he have? I was just asking in my head too many questions. So I was very nice. So I was like, hi, lovely to meet you. Oh, wow, well done. Just because the food was really smelling nice. So I was like, well done. So we left and we went back to where we were sitting on the couch. And he was like, so what do you think? How much? As in, this guy's an actor. He was like, how much should I pay her? Because I don't even know. My mom thinks I should pay her 5K. My man was like, that girl is not a caterer. Stop it. As in, it was how he thought I was stupid for me. How he just goes, how much should I pay her? Because my mom was saying 5K. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 8K or 10K. I was like, pay her what you think. Because at that point, I was like, this guy really thinks I'm stupid. Because maybe I was acting stupid, So I was there like, okay, you got it. It was like, and that somebody just, introduced him to the girl. She's cooking. I'm sure he thought maybe I was wearing diapers, like I didn't have sense. So I was there to just smiling, observing what was happening with the friends. Everybody was having eye signal. I said, okay. So when she was done cooking, our caterer that I said, okay, pay her 10K now. She'd be asking me how much. So she went inside the room, the room area. Went inside the room to go and change. Well, freshen up more like, because she came out looking different. She came out in top and bomb shorts. I said, is that okay? Try normally behave inside people's home. You change, you enter the room and by the time I left that place, 3 weeks this guy was begging. But of course, as in I was livid, but I acted cool. In my head was, in fact, I was cooking rice in my own head. My head was hot. I was so angry. I felt taken for granted. I felt lied to. I was like, Lagos man. It was the audacity he had to ask me, so what do you think? How much? As in, if you see the seriousness with which this guy asked me, how much should I pay her? Because my mom was saying, maybe 5K, but I'm thinking maybe 7K. I was like, if I give you backhand slap, you think you're talking to a 2-year-old. But, I played it cool, dropped my small chops, which I hope, stayed in his throat for like 2 days after eating. And, I just left them there. I think he even offered me rice. I was like, this guy thinks I'm hungry. But it's okay. I don't blame you. I blame the surpriser that left her office on the island to go to the mainland during work hours to go and surprise man. But that's by the way, that's not even the real story I was going to share. Anyway, so I was going to talk about the story that actually, changed my perspective about life and how, I approach things. Like I said, I've been served different types of heartbreaks, like all sorts, the hot one, the cold one, the lukewarm type of heartbreak, all sorts. So there's this particular guy that I was dating. And in fact, I was talking to this guy one time, and we had a very horrible end to our talkingship because we never really became official, and it really got to me. It was really bad. I think I lost weight. If I want to lose weight today, just break my heart. It's just that nobody can break my heart again. Well, let me not be too confident because Lagos men. Anyways, just kidding. So we stopped talking. It was really nasty. I started reaching out to all his friends, behaving like someone that never. Man, thinking back now, I'm so irritated. Like, why the hell was I doing that? So I started to text his friends like, oh, please talk to this person. I don't know what happened. He doesn't want to talk to me again. This one, that one, that one. And some of his friends were like, okay, talk to him. One of his friends. And when he was texting me, I felt like he was so harsh. But I look back now and I'm thankful for that guy. I was talking to him, I was like, oh, this is what happened. Can I call you? I was looking for comfort everywhere, just calling all his friends, looking like somebody that I just lost her husband. Because what the hell was I even thinking? So I messaged one of the other guy in my usual fashion, messaging all his friends. And that one was like, stop it, Mojibade, that it's so unattractive when you are hung over a guy like this and it makes him feel like he's the best thing. I was like, have you looked at yourself? As in, the guy was very harsh at the time. But I look back now and I'm like, God bless you, this guy. Because after I spoke to that guy, I went back and I was like, what's wrong with you? You, Seth, what's wrong with you? Why are you calling all his friends trying to look for somebody that said he doesn't want to be with you? And he didn't say it in the nicest way. He said it in the most unfriendly, the most unkind, the nastiest way ever in this world. Like, I can't tell you because on foul language, there was a lot of foul language inside. And that guy just helped me to see that, stop it, it's unattractive when you are that way. And I went back and I thought, maybe weeks after, I went back to our chat and I was like, what's wrong with you? Why did you do that to yourself? And it really helped me and shift my perspective that once a guy says he doesn't want you, you actually better respect yourself, because you become unattractive to him the more you do. Oh, please help me, I want to be with you. Just say, please stop it. Okay. Now, the real story that I was going to share, as I wrap all of this up is that I had a very nasty breakup a couple of years back. Let me not mention the year so that the person will not start to feel anyhow. And if you feel anyhow, that's your business. But I had a very nasty breakup and I was low-key. I was sliding into depression, it was really bad because I thought I was going to marry this person, I thought, this is my bus stop, after all the breakfast of all sorts and heartbreaks, I was like, okay, this is a person, I was even saying, don't propose on my birthday, it'll be so obvious, I was like, helping us to plan our future, and it didn't work, and it really affected me. So this was close to the end of the year. My birthday is December, so I was already anticipating that, okay, propose on my birthday and all. Anyways, it didn't work. We broke up. It was bad. I lost 5 kg in 1 week. I told you that my only diet and weight loss plan is heartbreak. It works for me. Anyway, so then in January, my church always does the 21 days prayer and fasting. So it was time to do that. And I just joined it like, oh, let's just take these 21 days and move on. And my mind was really there. And I was joining the prayers, morning prayers, evening prayers. I would read, but I was so distracted. I was so sad. I felt bereaved. You know how you feel like you just lost your husband, so after, I think it was the second week, that God started to speak to me, and I remember it so clearly. And God said to me, and I say that is by far the most important, the most significant, and the only truth that there is in this world. That it doesn't matter who chooses me, it doesn't matter who does not choose me. His love for me is the greatest. And the moment I heard that, so I know that. We know that, God, for God so loved the world, God loves us. But sometimes we forget. I did forget in that moment because I felt like this relationship or nothing else. I'd built I wouldn't say I built my identity around it, but I built so much of my maybe worth and everything around it, such that when it ended, I thought I was going to die. And I did not die. But God reminded me that his love is the greatest thing that can ever happen to me. So even if I had a boyfriend or a fiance who loved me more than anybody in this whole world, God's love is the greatest. And whether or not someone chooses me or does not choose me, his love for me is the greatest. And that was how I started to heal. I wouldn't say that as soon as I heard that again in my spirit, I healed. I did not heal immediately, but I started to meditate on it and say, actually, even if I was married to the best man in the world and I had 3 lovely children, 2 girls and a lovely boy, God's love for me still supersedes anything in the world. If I had the best job, I was making the most money, God's love supersedes everything. And that's the most important thing. And that's how I started my healing journey. And it really helped me. And so I'm sharing this story with you today because, I feel that I had to go through that phase so that this story will bless other people who will listen to it eventually. And that's why I'm sharing this story, just to let you know that no matter what happens, no matter who chooses you or who doesn't choose you, even if it's a client, even if it's a company, your partner, break up, anything at all, when rejection happens, just remember one thing, and that is the most significant truth in this world, that God's love supersedes anything that you may be going through. Now, transitioning from that into talking about how you should enjoy your singleness. And when I say enjoy your singleness, I'm not saying that don't aspire or desire marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing. I've never been married, but I've seen people who are genuinely happily married and they're living their best lives. However, if you're single and you're yet to be married, please enjoy that phase of your life. Like I always preach it. There's a message that I listen to that has blessed me, and I can almost recite that message verbatim. It's The Myth of Singleness by Miles Monroe. It's such a powerful message. And it talks about how you can be single and complete. And so I'm an advocate for single yet complete. When I say complete, it does not mean that, you know, I know somebody commented on my post because there's a video that went viral that I talked about how I'm single, I'm happy, and I feel complete. The guy was saying I can never be complete until I'm married. I wanted to answer him, but I said, he's devil on my page, so I will not answer you. But when I talk about you being complete, it just means that you don't feel like a part of you is missing. Yes, by all means desire marriage, by all means aspire to be a married person, but don't put your life on hold because you're single. You're single, you're not sick. You're single, it's not a condition. So don't feel like, oh, I'm sick, let's have a pity party. My life, I'm going to keep my life on hold. Because I know that there's some people who have put their lives on hold just because they're single and waiting to be married. How about you enjoy that phase of your life? You're going to be married and there's another phase of your life and you will enjoy it. So by all means, enjoy this current phase of your life. Do everything you want to do. Travel, go out with your friends. In fact, I always say that your single life is your time to date yourself. Your single years is the time you should date yourself. So when you're dating, what do? You want to know your partner. You want to go out with your partner. You want to make your partner happy. Go out with yourself. Take yourself out to a restaurant. Go take yourself out to buy stuff. You don't have to break the bank. Just do things that make you happy. Get to know yourself. Be self-aware. Like, just enjoy your own company. The things you want to do in your relationship, do it whilst you're single. Like, just tell yourself nice things. As in, everything you want your partner to do for you before he comes, right? Do it for yourself and remind yourself who you are, because we sometimes forget because we're waiting for some partner to do it for us. Nobody in this world can make you happy. You are this, I mean, of course, God, but I'm saying humans, nobody, if you don't feel happy within yourself, nobody can feel that void that you've already created because you're waiting for one man. And even when the man comes, if you're still not happy, you're still unhappy, regardless of whether somebody comes, you know, you will still feel a sense of emptiness, right? So you must make yourself happy. That's, you know, so I did a video and I talked about how, you know, I'm 30 plus and I'm unmarried and I'm you know, I feel fulfilled. And when that time comes, I would still be as happy as I am now. And the woman was arguing with me that I'm not happy. Ma, is it your happiness? Are you the one inside my heart? Don't let people project their own insecurities on you. Some people are even married and unhappy. So what is this whole happiness about? Like, how about you just find your happiness, create your own rainbow, create your own sunshine, and whatever phase you're in. And so singleness, I'm even talking about, you know, whether you're divorced, whether you're separated. Yes, you know, you had a marriage that didn't work. Don't let people stigmatize you for that. Yes, you made a mistake or you entered the wrong marriage, and that's not your fault. It has happened and it has happened. You must face what you currently have, and your current phase is that you're divorced or that you're separated or that you're just single because you haven't found the perfect person for you. Don't settle. And like I was saying, you know, according to societal standards, they say I'm already late. No, there's a calendar they put up for me that at this point I should be married with at least 2 or 3 children. But I'm not. Am I going to die? No. Am I happy? Yes. Am I very happy? Yes. Am I going for my dreams and doing everything that makes me happy? By all means. There is no shame in singleness. Neither is there shame in desiring to be married. However, you should not put your life on hold because you're single. And don't let anybody single shame you. If people are saying, I mean, I know that there's some people who act, some clients are funny, and I've experienced it, but I will not talk much about it so that I don't let too much out. There's some people who don't give you work because you're single. And that's okay. That's on them. They are very shallow-minded. It's not your fault. Do you understand? So don't make that about you. It's just about them. They're very shallow and they can't see. Do you get? But don't let that, you know, deter you from going for your dreams, fulfilling your purpose, meeting people, meet new friends, make new friends. You can have female friends and go out, go to movie dates, you know, encourage yourselves, read your Bible, pray. Is he only man? No, if you're only woman, if you're a man watching this and you're single, like there are other things to do than being in a relationship and being married. Those are beautiful things. Please don't get me wrong. And I desire to be married, but I'm not married and I'm not going to be, you know, be an unhappy human, projecting unhappiness on other people. What's my message? You can be single, yet complete. Complete in yourself, knowing that even when your partner comes, he's also a complete person. So two complete people marrying each other, not two unwhole people, because you can actually feel like you are whole and you're not. So two complete people coming together to form a wholesome marriage. No man can complete you. No woman can complete you, ladies and gentlemen. Showstoppers, I hope that this video has blessed you. If it has, please share it with your network, like this video, and please, I'm not doing shakara, it's not pride, I'm humble. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you next time.